Can people with diabetes eat bananas? This is a question I receive very often. In this week's video we will evaluate the nutritional table and tell you whether or not you who are diagnosed with diabetes can consume this type of product. Enjoy, watch until the end, because I'm sure you'll leave here learning more and more. And in the episode of Who Has Diabetes, this week we are going to evaluate this little friend of ours here, this friend of ours who is the banana. Here we have a silver banana option that we will evaluate so you can understand once and for all. If you can eat it, you should avoid it, and so on. So, initially I weighed this banana here and we have 67 grams total, that is, with the banana peel. So we will evaluate the nutritional table that is here. Now we can verify that we are going to use a portion as a base, that is, this banana here. What is her analysis? Then, on average, we have 65 grams of the fruit itself. So we can check that in 65 grams of banana we will have 58 calories, which is an okay, acceptable amount in relation to the presence of carbohydrates in a banana like this, weighing on average 65 grams. We will have 14.85 grams of carbohydrate, a considerable amount of around 25% carbohydrate in bananas. Regarding the presence of proteins, 0.71 grams. In other words, it is not a high-protein food. Regarding the presence of fat, 0.21 grams, that is, it is not a greasy product either. Regarding the presence of fiber, we will have 1.7 grams of fiber. It's an amount like okay, acceptable, okay. So, to be able to answer the question I asked at the beginning of this video, diabetics can even consume bananas without any major problems, as long as they avoid overeating and do not add larger amounts of carbohydrates when eating. So, if you are going to eat this banana, for example, for breakfast, you should avoid eating it together, for example, with oatmeal or granola. But as I also mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can include, for example, this amount of banana along with natural yogurt, then you won't have any major problems. If you want to spice up this natural yogurt with banana, you add whey protein, which is a source of protein that will provide a greater amount of protein for your meal. Add, for example, a chestnut and so on. Or also eat the banana with a little scrambled egg. First you eat the scrambled eggs, then you eat the banana. It won't cause any major problems. What you shouldn't do is eat bananas with oats, for example, or bananas with honey or bananas with brown sugar, and so on. You have to be careful, because as you saw, bananas do contain carbohydrates, and if you overdo it, that is, eat 2 of them, for example, at once, then your glucose will end up rising. So you have to pay attention to that. So the diabetic can eat a banana, for example, 1 unit at breakfast or after lunch. If you have a smart lunch, then there is no point in eating, for example, rice and fries for lunch and then eating it later, for example. The banana will only rise because of the presence of carbohydrates, rice, potatoes, and also the presence of carbohydrates in the banana. So, it is very important that you pay this attention when deciding to eat foods in your routine. There's no point in adding a food, but if you don't do your part during other meals, other foods, it's important that you understand this. Another important tip is to have a digital kitchen scale in your home so you can weigh your food. If you are going to eat, for example, a plantain, which is a larger banana, you need to know the amount of carbohydrates, as you will eat a larger volume of carbohydrates because there is a greater quantity of food. So it is very important that you pay attention and, if possible, buy a digital scale. I'm going to leave the link here to the digital scale, because if you buy through this link you directly help my work here on the channel so I can continue learning, teaching you, giving you more food tips, diabetes tips, and so on. So it is very important that you learn to choose your foods better and consequently control your ringworm better, gain a better quality of life, better health, and so on. I want you to comment below what type of banana you are in the habit of eating in your routine. Many people end up eating plantains, dwarf bananas, apple bananas, silver bananas, and so on. I want you to comment below, because if you comment on what type of banana you eat in your routine, I will know that you are watching the videos in full. It doesn't come off halfway through the video, as you end up leaving it aside and wanting to watch something else. So if you've watched this far, I'll know that you're watching the full video, so okay. If you want to have a food supplement evaluated by me, be sure to comment below, because this way I add products to my list of food products that I need to start evaluating so you can continue learning. Continue to evolve your diet to gain more and more health. And that was the episode of Who Has Diabetes? This week, silver bananas can be consumed by those with diabetes, as long as they avoid excess and include them intelligently in their routine, okay? If you've been watching so far, it's a sign that you like the content. And if you like the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive every time I post a video here on the channel, you receive notification of a new video, and most importantly, leave a thumbs up and share the channel's videos, as this way you directly help with the growth of the YouTube channel. Start recommending my videos to more and more people. The channel continues to grow and we continue our daily battle to bring information to more and more diabetics spread throughout Brazil and the entire world. Also comment below which city are you talking about if you are in another country? Which country are you talking about, so that we can continue our interaction here on the channel. Okay. Until then I'm going to leave another super content, so be sure to continue marathoning the channel's videos to continue learning and evolving your treatment, improving your quality of life, gaining more health, and most importantly, living free from the appearance of complications resulting from poor control of diabetes diagnosis. Okay. So we prefer to stay here if everyone has days and even more.